After giving Sachi a quick pat on the head, I immediately rush out the front door. Eyes fixed on my cell phone screen, I followed the directions JB sent me to the letter. When specifying a rendezvous point through electronic means, the instructions are always split into multiple parts in such a way that it's impossible to determine the end location without cross-referencing every message. Apparently this is a security measure of some sort, but it's an incredible pain in the ass for the person actually receiving the orders. As I draw near to my initial destination, a second set of instructions arrives. The map attached to the new email bears a single red dot. There we are. Overlaying the map with a visual scan of my surroundings, I determine that the point in question indicates a small public park. This isn't my first time in this neighborhood, but I never knew there was a park here. I met that kid in a park not too different from this one, back in the days when I was a gloomy brat without any real friends. Wait, we're coming back to the park that we were at when we were kids? Or when we were a kid? My sister was a prodigy, especially as an artist, and the most I could do was stay out of her way. So I made a daily routine of heading off to a public park with a playground, located a few miles away from our house. I went out of my way to choose one a good distance away, killed a little more time walking out and back, and better still, nobody there knew who I was. When I was idling around in that playground, I didn't have to deal with people comparing me to my older sister, and I didn't have to listen to my father's vicious insults. Damn, we had a fantastic family. I guess you could say it was the closest thing I had to a safe space. But the day spent playing with sand by myself didn't last that long. One day, that girl marched right up to me. I don't remember much of the conversation, except for the conclusion. Okay then, let's play together. Wasn't asking either. Without giving me time to think it over, she pulled me around that tiny park all day long. She was an unbelievably pushy kid, to be sure. Laughed and smiled more than anyone else I'd ever known. But she never asked me more about myself than I wanted to tell. In other words, playing with her wasn't too bad on my end either. Before I knew it, I was heading to that park specifically for that purpose. Of course, that only lasted a short while before that day came, but I think that kid was a major reason I was able to endure everything I was going through back then. Man, we're learning a little bit of Yuuji's past right here. That day, the playground, the father, the sister. Fuck, dude. Okay, this really isn't the time to get all sentimental. As if to reinforce the point, a white minivan with a subtly different atmosphere draws to a halt a little ways away. Take care of the job first, think later.
はい、到着。お疲れ様。
Are we done already? Sure. Roused from a half-unconscious state by JB's voice, I remove my sleep mask and step out of the car. Appreciate you dropping me off at school and everything. And all, I guess. But I've got to say, this car is a little too conspicuous. Noisy on top of flashy.
そこが羽馬のいいところじゃない。
That's also very noisy. Don't think I'll ever understand your sense of aesthetics. Well, I guess she's probably not alone. I can picture Amane's eyes gleaming with enthusiasm. Heaving a small sigh, I glance to my side, where JB's currently peering through the gate into the school grounds. Looking for something in particular?
ほら、今日は誰もお迎えがいないのかなと思ってね。
Don't you dare kiss me. Figured as much. Look, JB, I do understand the urge to mess around with the younger generation, but I'd really appreciate it if you could resist the impulse to make my life harder.
何よ、人がせっかく女性関係を潤してあげようとしているのに。
The love life comes later, hopefully soon. If you're that concerned about my libido, how about I rape you here? What the fuck is with us and rape?
あら怖い。青い衝動の餌食にならないうちに、お姉さんは退散しないと。
Jesus Christ. Giving me a little shove on the back as she passes by, JB slides smoothly back into the driver's seat of her car.
それじゃあまたね、ユージ。
Hold it, woman. Or not. JB really lives for these little visits, doesn't she? But since she took me here directly, I'm back a good 15 minutes before 5. Wow, we're gonna make it. I'll be in plenty of time to meet up with Sachi. No reason to show up in my work uniform then. Might as well change first. I was wondering if we were in that, in the work uniform or not. When I arrive precisely on time, I find the classroom completely empty. Pretty unusual for Sachi, who makes a habit of showing up at the exact time specified. Come to think of it, she did say she might be a little late. Guess I'll have to wait a while. Okay, she's really late. God damn it. Half dozing in the chair I flopped down onto some time ago, I mumble to myself and glance up at the clock. It's a solid hour past the time we agreed to meet. At this point, you'd expect some sort of contact. Might as well see if any of the others know anything. Okay, kid. When I return to the door, Makin is standing by the shoe rack. The instant I push open the door, she swiftly hides something or other inside. I'm not going to tell you not to play pranks on Michiru and I'm really confused. I'm not falling asleep, guys. I'm just tired as hell. I'm not going to tell you not to play pranks on Michiru and Sakaki, but keep it in moderation, alright?
寮内の誰しもが持っているユミちゃんとチルチルのハプニングシーンが見たいという潜在欲求。
Nah, not really.
そこにつけ込む私は悪い女なのよさ。
Isn't there like a feud between Michiru and Sakaki? I remember something going on where like Michiru was a bear and Sakaki was like a snake or some shit. Right, sure, fascinating. On a different note, do you know where Sachi went?
はい？お兄ちゃんこそ今日はサッチンと遊ぶ約束をしてたんじゃないのよ。
That was the plan, but I waited an hour after the time we set, and she never showed up.
それはおかしいのよ。サッチンはその身をマリアナ海溝に沈められたとしても絶対に遅刻しない女なのよさ。
I really don't know how to respond to that. Not sure if I could agree or disagree. Right, which is why I thought something else might have come up.
できることならそういえばと言ってあげたいところなのだけれど
I swear if it's like one of those
私は何も聞いていないのよ
Shut the fuck up. I swear if it's like one of those flip-flop situations where we go there to meet up with her, we don't see her there, so we, head out. But then she, comes from another direction, is in there now, but we're not there, and then she gets the impression that we're late or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Sure you didn't ask her for a favor or something?
今日は見てないのよさ
Wow. That's probably not good. I see. This doesn't look very promising, but just in case, I should try out our other classmates as well. Sorry, Makina, but can you help me round up the others?
あいあいさキャプテン
Really glad I didn't choose her route. Fortunately, the other three were still in the dorm, so it didn't take long to collect everyone in the lobby. Sorry about the sudden meeting, but do any of you have any idea where Sachi's gotten to?
さっちゃんそういえば今日は午後から見てないわね私も見てないけど
How about you, Sakaki?
小峰さんなら3時過ぎくらいに寮を出ていくのを見かけたわよ
A little after 3.
それは本当なのよええ制服を着ていたから今日も風見くんと勉強するものだと思っていたけれど違った
Yeah, definitely. Hard to say. We promised to meet in the classroom at 5, but Sachi never showed.
それはおかしいわね
Can we, not do a chorus? As soon as the words leave my mouth, 3 voices respond in an uneasy chorus. I don't know, it just feels like what I say, leads to the next line of text. In some sort of way. I don't know why. Maybe it's a predictable game. Apparently, I'm not the only one more than a little surprised by Sachi blowing off a prearranged meeting.
あのさ一ついい
After a moment of silence, Michiru raises her hand tentatively into the air. What is it, Michiru? Some relevant information come to mind?
情報っていうかこの問題を一発で解決しちゃう方法があると思うんだけど言っちゃってもいい
Do we just shout her name outside? Because I feel like that would actually work.
本当やるじゃんみちる
Please don't praise her yet.
まあ大したことはないと思うんだけど私ならではみたいな
Yeah, it's not gonna work out well. I see. By all means, please share your insight with us.
ふふふふふふいやユージにそこまでお願いされちゃ仕方ないわよね
I swear, like, I lose brain cells every time I have to read her dialogue. I'm sorry I'm so mean to her, guys. I know there's actually people that watch this shit and play this game that like Michiru and like her route and like her story and like everything about her, but she just annoys me at so many like times. I don't have the patience to deal with her.
いいから早く言えよパツキン。キおお、すっげえ睨まれた。
Oh my god, just hurry up.
いい？一度しか言わないから。みんな、食いしばってよく聞きなさいよ。食いしばってどうするのよ。
Oh my god, dude.
ズバリサチの携帯に電話すれば
Oh my
一発解
god.
決間違いなしよ。
Yeah, that's how I'm responding.
どうすごいでしょってあれみんなしてなんでやっちゃったみたいな顔してるの？
Like, did she not get the memo or something?
実際やっちゃってるからじゃね？嘘。もしかして松島さんの案ってそれだけだったの？そうだけど私何か変なこと言った？変なことというよりその案はみんなを集める前に試しているのが前提なんじゃない？
Like, that would actually be the first thing that would come to mind if I could not find someone, like a family member or a friend. If I could not find them, we were supposed to meet, obviously I would call them.
うぐ。
And not text them, call them. In the first place, Sachi's phone is out of commission at the moment.
サチの携帯壊れちゃったの？
I like how she's kind of like out of the circle of knowledge or information here. Yeah, it was discovered diving in the bathtub just last night.
したのよさ。へえ、それはさすがに知らなかったな。あは、あはは。
Yes, please go away. A weak attempt at a smile plastered awkwardly across her face, Michiru shrinks before her eyes.
みちるにしては目の付けどころは悪くなかったんだけどね。いいのよ、あまね。どうせ私は三島崎一不幸なツインテールなんだから。
I believe it.
ずいぶん狭い範囲の一番ね。まあ、そうへこむなよ、チルチル。人生そんなに悪いことばかりじゃないのよさ。あんたに慰められると余計惨めになるのはなんでだろう。
I believe it.
失礼な。私がなけなしの優しさをかけているというのに。
Maybe it was a mistake to bring these people into the discussion in the first place.
でもそう考えたら結構まずくない？さっちゃんと連絡がつかない状況なんでしょ？
Nope, we do not, and we will basically figure out how the hell we're gonna get in contact with Sachi next time on this beautiful game. The Promise. Ooh. That is deep. I know what the promise is. It's to meet up. And not really sure if that promise is broken, just, you know, a changed promise. And obviously not kept. Something's going on. Sachi's missing, apparently. And hopefully we find her not dead in the next session of the Fruit of Grisaia. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm really tired. And now I get to go through the beautiful process of editing and rendering. Yay.